What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video here. Today, we're going to be doing hockey with Connor. Today, we're going to be talking about the 2025 Stanley Cup Finals playoffs, Stanley Cup playoffs, and also an announcement that was made on April 13th from Center 200 in Sydney. As I forgot to post the podcast video, I could, I could put in this, and you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. So give me a few minutes. Let's go to studio. I need to go to this mode so you don't see what I'm doing. So yeah. Oh fuck. I'll be right back. Media clip, media clip, media clip. Media file. Menu. Browse. I'll find it eventually. I hope. I think it's one of these. I think it was this one. Yep, it is. So while this is trying to load, I'll try and explain it. The double IHF U18 Women's World Championship Tournament is coming to Sydney, Nova Scotia, and member to First Nation, both on Cape Breton Island. With that being said, there will be a huge boost of the economy in Sydney and member two. It's January 8th to 18th of 2026, just a few, like 9 months away. And let me tell you, I'm excited about it. I don't know how long this is gonna be. This thing here I'm trying to get. I should have edited the video. That's what I should have done. So while that's doing that, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Actually, I am going to have to wait for this to load. Oh boy. I wasn't planning on this. Actually, I will try and take my time reading through my notes. Welcome back to Hockey with Connor. The 2025 Stanley Cup playoffs are officially underway. And there's already a lot to talk about. I did see a few games, but I've been busy with other YouTube videos, as you can tell. And today I'm giving you a quick overview of where things stand, plus a preview of tonight's game of the night, Battle of Florida, between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Florida Panthers. Eastern Conference, Round 1. Toronto Maple Leafs versus Ottawa Senators. Toronto leads the series 1-0 after a 6-2 Game 1 win. Game 2 is tonight at 8:30 Atlantic, 7:30 Eastern. Washington Capitals versus the Montreal Canadiens. The Caps lead the series 1-0 after a Game 1 win last night, a 3-2 win in the overtime. Game 2 will go tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Atlantic, 7 p.m. Eastern. Carolina Hurricanes versus New Jersey Devils. The Canes lead the series 1-0 after the Hurricanes bet the Devils 4-1. Game 2 will go tonight at 7 p.m. Atlantic. I want to make sure all this is right. So we'll be right back after this unseen video of Hockey with Connor. Yeah, I forgot that this was like this. I thought it was going to just like start. So like I was saying, I will talk over this. I will try and get my camera up for now. Me jollies heave away. Come get your duds in order, cause we're bound to leave tomorrow. Times ahead of what yet to come to know the process, to talk about it sooner. Sometimes we're bound for Spain. Heave away, me jollies heave away. Never mind. But now we're bound for old St. John's where all the girls are dancing. Heave away. So we'll be back when this starts. I should have just posted this as an unseen video. You know what? I'm just going to edit it in to after this. Yeah, I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I'm just going to edit that in to after this. Like after this whole podcast up. Thanks to the video editor CapCut is what I use. So where was I? Oh yeah. I talked about the Canes. And it is the right time, 7 p.m. Atlantic. Now, this game, no, this game is right. Yep, okay. So the Battle of Florida. Florida Panthers versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. Game 1, April 22nd tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Atlantic. This will be this is the Battle of Florida. Expect a fast, physical game. Key players: Kucherov, Bobrovsky, Barkov, and Vasilevsky. Western Conference: Winnipeg Jets versus the St. Louis Blues. They didn't include any of these. They just got the Winnipeg Jets. Jets lead 2-0 over the Blues. Game 1, Jets win 5-3. And Game 2, Jets win 4-2. So now let's get into my bracket projections. Okay, here we go. I wonder if this will work. I'm new to all this. You're gonna see this for a minute. Okay, so Winnipeg Jets and the Blues. Jets are winning 2-0 over the Blues. Sorry, prior Bruin coach Jim Dungy. I'm taking the Jets. And Stars and Avs. I want Nathan MacKinnon to advance. Vegas Golden Knights versus the Minnesota Wild. Flurry. Hopefully you stand tall if you play. I'm taking the Wild over the Knights this year. Kings and Oilers. As you know, prior years, Oilers bet out the Kings. I'm thinking this one goes 7, and Oilers are defeating the Kings again. I think Winnipeg's gonna beat the Blues in 6 games. Avs are gonna beat the Stars in 6. Wild in 7. Edmonton in 7. Now let's go to the Atlantic. So the first round, Toronto up 1-0 over the Sens, but I think Ottawa's going to come back and defeat the Leafs in Game 7. I'm taking Sens in 7. Now, let's do the Battle of Florida. This one I am going to click to analyze. So season points for the Lightning, 102. Panthers and 98. Goals per game is about 0.16 difference. Tampa has more goals against per game by, no, actually, Florida does by 0.10. Power play percent is 25.9 for the Lightning. Leading scorer, Nikita Kucherov for the Lightning at 121 points. And Sam Reinhart for the Panthers. This might be I know I won't be getting this one right, but Florida in 7. Washington and Montreal. Something's going on with this. I'm taking Caps. Now, Hurricanes and Devils. Going back to this, Canes are up 1-0, so I'm taking the Canes. 7, 7, 5, 6. Now, Ottawa versus Florida. Let's see. Let's try and analyze this. Ooh, this is a good one. This is tough. Ottawa Senators. I want the cup to come back to Canada, as I'm from Cape Breton. But I know teams have Canadian players. For example, the Panthers have prior Bruin captain Brad Marchand from Halifax, Nova Scotia. So, but if by looking here, if this was the second round, I'd say Sens in 7. No, Hurricanes and Caps. This is no shocker. It'd be the Caps. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, I'm doing an upset here. Caps take out the Sens, take out the Caps in 7. Now let's go to the West second round. We begin down the bottom. Oilers versus Wild. No, sorry, Fleury. I'm taking the Oilers. Jets, Avs. Jets are away. Oilers, Jets. Western Conference Finals. Sorry, mid-Avo. An all-Canadian final. I can't even view it. What happens? Okay, now again. Sorry, Sens fans, but I'm going against the curve, I think. Let me check that right now. I'm trying to check something live. Trying to check the standings prior to the playoffs. Just a minute, folks. NHL. Here we go. Yeah, the Winnipeg Jets did get the Winnipeg did get the President's Trophy, but how good they've been playing this year and stuff. Jets for the win. Yep. How many goals? 29. Submit racket. So there's my racket for the playoffs. Nope, nope, that's wrong. So yeah, that's what I was doing, and that's my prediction. Oh, I could have hit transition on here. I'm still learning the controls with the Streamlabs mobile app and stuff. But I almost forgot. You are going to see this podcast catching of the day twice. Actually, no, I am going to change it. Just a minute. Because there will be two podcast corrections of the day in this episode due to the non-uploaded one. If I can edit this one. Okay, there we go. So today's podcast question of the day. It's time for the tape. Okay, so here's podcast question of the day.
It's time for the take, the debate, no second guessing. This is today's question on Hockey with.
So it is, who do you have winning the Stanley Cup? Send your guesses to my email, connorviva at 42@gmail.com or hockey with Connor podcast at gmail.com. Let's see if I can get this to work. There we go. It's back. So yeah, like I said, there will be another one right after this. Once I end this one, I'll be editing it together. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.
Heave away, me jollies, heave away. Come get your duds in order, cause we're bound to lead
Times
tomorrow.
ahead of
Heave
what's
away.
yet to
And
come,
me jolly boys, we're
to know
all
the
bound
process,
away.
to talk
Sometimes
about
we're
it
bound for
sooner.
Liverpool, sometimes we're bound for Spain. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. But now we're bound for old St. John's, where all the girls are dancing. Heave away, and me jolly boys, we're all bound away. I wrote me love a letter, I was on the Jenny Lynn. Heave away.
And we come from the countries all over the world to hack out the folk people as proud as there's been in soft summer breeze.
The wild winter winds of our escape rest. Let's begin. What's up, heaps? Welcome back to another episode of Hockey with Connor. Today, and yesterday, the Cape Breton Wizards, along with Nova Scotia Female Hockey League, the Cape Breton Regional Municipality, Government of Nova Scotia, Member Forest Nations, and a bunch of other groups have announced I'm really trying to delay this. You probably already heard by now, though. At Center 200 in Sydney, and Member 2's Mayor Arena will be hosting the 2026 WIHF U18 Women's World Championship. It'll be the first time since 2016 that the U18 Women's Worlds is coming back to Canada. Here in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, in Member 2 First Nations, and Sydney Centre 200. There'll be 8 nations competing in the tournament. I'm trying to come up with stuff. I'm just going off memory. I do have a video. But I forgot to get the picture of the priority list. So for more information on priority list, please go to hockeycanada.com or the .ca. And looks like I found the dates. So I'm on hockeycanada.ca. It's where you will get the championship tickets. 2026 WIHF World Championship. Women's hockey is on the rise, and the future stars of tomorrow will take center stage in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, when Canada hosts the 2026 WIHF U18 Women's World Championship from January 8th to January 18th of 2026. Join the priority list for early access to tickets. Your best chance to see Team Canada defend their World Championship title on home soil. Events, update, and additional perks. Sign up by April 26th for a chance to win one of 2 Team Canada jerseys signed by the 2024-2025 National Women's Team. Please visit hockeycanada.ca for more information. General FAQs. What is the 2026 IIHF U18 Women's World Championship? A. Answer. The 2026 IIHF U18 Women's World Championship is an annual tournament for national women's under 18 ice hockey teams amended by the International Ice Hockey Federation. Q. So, second question. When and where will the 2026 IIHF U18 Women's World Championship take place? The 2026 IIHF U18 Women's World Championship will take place January 8th to 18th, 2026 at the Center 200 and Member Sports and Wellness Center. Sorry about this. I still have a little bit of a runny nose. Be right back. Didn't think this is going to get right. Dollfish, when is the 2026 IIHF U18 Women's World Championship schedule being released? The official 2026 IIHF U18 Women's World Championship schedule will be available at a later date. How many teams will complete at the 2026 IIHF U18 Women's World Championship? 8 teams will complete in the 2026 IIHF U18 Women's World Championship. including the host, Team Canada. When will tickets for the 2026 IIHF U18 Women's World Championship go on sale? A ticket information for the 2026 IIHF U18 Women's World Championship will be announced later. Hockey fans interested in purchasing tickets should join the priority list for free to be notified first when tickets become available. How old do you have to be to play in the 2026 IIHF U18 Women's World Championship? The IIHF U18 Women's World Championship is limited to women ice hockey players under 18 years of age. What is the IIHF if people don't know? The IIHF International is the International Ice Hockey Federation. It's the worldwide governing body for ice hockey responsible for promoting, development, and growing men's and women's ice hockey, including running international tournaments and setting rules. Example, Women's Worlds and the World Juniors. As what Halifax hosted in Moncton in 123? Yeah. I don't remember. So now, we'll take a look at the video from TSN.
All right, so the ladies are dressed the part. We're happy to welcome in the Center 200 community in Sydney, Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, and we've got some very, very big news as Sydney, along with member 2 of Cape Breton, will be the hosts of the 2026 IIHF Under 18 Women's Championship. So the Women's Worlds are heading back to Canada, and this is very special news because this is just the 3rd time that this tournament will be taking place in Canada. It's set to go in January of 2026. Canada has captured gold 8 times at the Women's U18s, including in 3 of the last 4 years. So a big congratulations going out to Cape Breton, who will be welcoming the world in just 9 months from now. And you know the countdown is definitely on as we take a look here at Center 200.
I am beyond proud to officially welcome the 2026 IIHF U18 Women's World Championship to Sydney, member 2. In January, we will open our doors and we're going to open our hearts to the best of the best that they chase gold right here on Cape Breton Island. Over 8 competition days, we'll see 8 nations, 22 games, and countless unforgettable moments played at Center 200 and the member 2 Sport Wellness Center. These are the future stars of Team Canada in the global game. Athletes who will go on to play at the Olympics, World Championships, professional leagues across the globe. But make no mistake, this tournament is about more than just sport. It's about community, progress, and pride. It's about how far we've come and where we're going. Cape Breton has become a national leader in women's and girls hockey. The Cape Breton University Canada Games complex, soon to reopen as Canada's first home arena for women's hockey, stands as a symbol of that leadership. It is the first arena. It is the first arena in our country dedicated entirely to women's hockey, and it exists because this community came together with vision, with passion to make it happen. In January, when the world looks at Cape Breton, we will collectively inspire them. Hosting this World Championship will bring lasting impact, inspiring young athletes, growing the game, and showcasing Cape Breton's hospitality, culture, and pride. I can't wait to sit in the arena again with you and watch Team Canada hit the ice to defend their World Championship title. Let's fill the stands, raise the roof, and show these players just how Cape Breton supports Team Canada. Go Team Canada!
Okay, welcome back. Now, before we dive more into the CBU arena and the renovations, here is today's Hockey with Connor question of the day.
It's time for the take, the debate, no second guessing. This is today's question on Hockey with Connor.
Today's question is, what is your favorite pre-game pump-up song? Send responses to Hockey with Connor podcast at gmail.com.
It's time for the take, the debate, no second guessing. This is today's question on Hockey with Connor. It's time for the take.
And that was question of the day. Now, like you heard in the video, the CBU rink will soon reopen as Canada's first home as women's and girls hub for hockey. So let's read a little bit more. The Canada Games Complex CGC at Cape Breton University is undergoing a significant transformation, positioning itself as a premier hub for females and para hockey in Canada. Originally built for the 1987 Judas Canada Winter Games, the facility is being revised to meet modern standards and community needs. NHL ice surface. The arena is being upgraded to NHL standard rink, complete with accessible features for sledge hockey, ensuring inclusively for all athletes. Home of female hockey in Canada. Through a partnership with Cape Breton Visit Female Hockey Association, the Canada Games Complex will become the nation's first arena dedicated to girls and women's hockey, addressing the lack of prime ice time for female teams. Sustainability. The renovations includes the installation of a new energy-efficient ice plant and an all-electric Zamboni and a solar panel system, aligning with CBU's commitment to environmental responsibility. Beyond the rink, the complex will feature the new fitness center, an indoor walking track, expanded health and counseling services, and a convention space serving both for the university and the broader community. Construction began in May 2023, with completion, but it wasn't done by 2024. Should be this coming January, I believe. And also Cape Breton County Arena got Zamboni. Nano Zamboni and Ingo. Okay, now, ever since all I see is Hockey Canada. Yep. So I think that'll pretty much do it. I don't feel like getting into NHL or anything right now. The QMHL second round's going with the Kirkgarden Wildcats. Wildcats up 2-0. Hernanda and Halifax. Halifax is down 2-0. And I don't remember the other series. He'll be back for another one. We'll see y'all later. Goodbye.